Hello, hello. If you are hopping on here, leave a comment down below where you're watching from. Are you guys ready for the holidays? Are you ready to start a new year? I know I am. Ready to start a new year. Okay, so we are gonna wrap up my kids' presents, and I haven't had a chance to hang out with you guys in the last few weeks, so I figured now is a good time because I can't wrap my presents in front of my kids, so it gives me an opportunity to hang out for a little bit with you all. So I'm excited about that. I haven't uploaded a video in a minute. It's been a while, and the few videos I have uploaded aren't like normal content, so it's been a while. All right, we are gonna start out with the youngest child first because he keeps wanting to come in here, and so trying to keep him out of here has been a challenge. So for that purpose, we'll just go ahead and wrap his gifts, and then that way, if he wants to barge in here, here's the deal. Oh, tape. So I'm gonna say, I know I buy tape every single time I go to the store, and if you have kids, then you know, every time you buy tape, it magically disappears. Say hi if you're hopping on here now. I see Heather is on here. Merry Christmas, Heather. Happy holidays. All right, I got a trash bag. I'm just gonna throw all my trash there. So last night I unpacked everything from all the boxes and stuff because we had a bunch of stuff shipped. And a few people sent gifts for the kids, so thank you so much for, if you happen to see a gift that you sent for our kids, we appreciate it so much. Thank you very much. We're gonna wrap those and put them under the tree as well. We always have modest Christmases, well, what I would consider modest comparatively to standard American culture where a lot of people go all out for Christmas. We tend to just buy a few gifts for each child and nothing insane. So not gonna see anything crazy here today. We don't spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, especially this year. We were more frugal, definitely more frugal, and we actually had, thank you to those of you who have sent things or sent money. Thank you so, so much. Oh my goodness, that has helped us out so much this year. We are still in the same boat we were a month ago. We still don't have income besides YouTube, and we're still waiting on all of that. So we're going to get our life sorted. We're going to get everything sorted. But in the meantime, so many of you all have blessed us. So I want to say thank you for that. Without some of you reaching out and just being so kind, we wouldn't have been able to get some of the things that we were able to get our kids this year. So we're going to wrap for Bodie. And for Bodie, we got him a light and screwdriver busy board. It has, I guess I could take it out and show it to you. It's really cool though. He wants to use tools with everything. And so we got him this little, it's an all-in-one kit, and it's really neat. It's all in one, and it's gonna need batteries, I think. So, ooh, yes, it definitely needs batteries. So I'm gonna have to get some batteries because I want this to work when he opens it. See, we need some AAA batteries, but inside of it, it has all the little tools and everything. So he has real tools. It's got all the little nuts and bolts and everything like that. I'm gonna take out this little desiccant packet. It's got a key in it, so all these little things in here that he can learn how to keep himself busy with this little busy board. So it has places that you can screw in these bolts. So it's really neat. I guess I could leave all this stuff in my Amazon store for you all to check out if you're interested in things like this, but once I put batteries in it, all the little lights and things like that will turn on. So this will keep him busy, and it's compact enough that we can take it traveling with us, we can take it in the car, whatever, and he can have a good time with that. It's that age that he's into it. When we put the sofa together, he wanted to put the whole sofa together all by himself, and nobody was allowed to help. And he's always working on his trucks and stuff like that. So this little light and screw board, we picked it up on Amazon. Oh, I need to put batteries in this real quick. All right, so I'm gonna run and grab some batteries real fast. Chatting with you from Michigan. It's green and warm there. I don't know if you guys can see out my window back here, but there's frost. It's been frozen for days. Freezing cold, frozen. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab some batteries for this. I need AAA, so I'm gonna go grab the battery box because there might be a few other things that need batteries. No, Bodie. You stay there. I'll save those for last. All right, we got our box of batteries. Do you guys put batteries in your gifts before you wrap them? I'm going to today. I haven't in years past, but it definitely saves. Because normally we don't buy battery-powered things, but we've been gifted them in the past. But this year we did get a few battery-powered things that are going to need some batteries. So we've got AAA. What are you guys going to be cooking for Christmas dinner or for your holiday meal, whatever it is that you are celebrating? Do you guys do a feast this time of year? Any time of this month, do you do a feast? I'm curious, what do you guys like to make? We made a roast beef the other day. Aaron and I made a roast beef together. I got to eat a little bit of it, a few bites, and it didn't have a huge negative impact on my stomach, but it was good to eat some meat. I've been meat-free, just a little bit of chicken and salmon here and there, but staying away from red meat for the last few weeks, last month probably. Has it been a month? It's been a month since my pancreatitis. This thing has a screwdriver in it. Oh look, the lights are on. Yep, it's got a screwdriver in it. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. I did it one-handed, flipped it. All those mad construction skills I had in the past, before I was a mama, coming in handy. All right, lights up, turn it off. Oh, now how do I turn it off? How do I turn all of them off? Uh-oh. Oh no, it's gonna be the key. Oh, it's a toddler toy, but Mom can't figure it out. Aha, there we go. Turned them all off. Put the screwdriver back in here, make sure all of the parts and pieces are back together. There we go. Oh, and this thing plugs in right there, and that turns those lights on. So you've got like an auxiliary port too. How cool is that? Fun for a toddler, little switchboard, travel toy. It's called the Light and Screwdriver Busy Board. Wait a second. Was this in it too? Did y'all see me take this? You're having prime rib, mashed potatoes, green beans, casserole, corn, and rolls. Hi, Donna. Oh, thank you. I hope that 2024 is good for you too. We have lots of stuff coming up in 2024. Right now we're talking about selling and moving in this summer. So we have a big year coming up ahead of us. Big year, lots of exciting changes. Where are we gonna land? We don't know yet. We don't know yet, but it's gonna be fun. Yeah, this busy board thing, this is cool. I'm excited about this. This will keep our toddler busy. He loves doing this kind of stuff. All right, I just roll my package up like that. Do you guys, when you wrap, do you put bows and stuff on things? I need to find something. I've got a pen, I've got a dry erase marker. I left my permanent marker out there, but I need something bigger because I don't think I have any, I don't think I bought any stickers this year. Maybe I have some left over from years past. One thing I am gonna do is wrap some of the gifts in these bags. Erin's mom, her last Christmas with us here on Earth, she bought me a huge pack of these Mylar type wrapping bags, and they're awesome. So I'm gonna put a lot of the gifts in these types of bags, so you'll see me do that. This process will go a lot quicker. I am wrapping for Bodhi, so he has something like paper to tear off. It's gonna be tough for him once these strings are cinched down and tied up. It's gonna be kind of tough for him to open those. So she sent us this whole big bag because I was pregnant. Maybe it was 2 years. It was either the year before she passed or 2 years. Because I was either pregnant or I had a baby. And she wanted to help me out. So to help me out for that Christmas, she bought this massive package of bags. So all I had to do was throw the kids' gifts into these bags, cinch them up, and put them under the tree. And especially for the gifts that she sent the kids, she did this to make it easier on me to wrap. And little did she know that this is going to be a blessing to me and the kids for many, many, many Christmases to come. So I just think about Erin's mom every time I wrap gifts and how much she continues to bless us even in the afterlife. Makes me a bit emotional. Neither one of us have our mothers anymore, and our moms share the same death anniversary date, which is in January. So, tough time of year. But a lot of people are missing loved ones this time of year. We just gotta keep everybody in your memory, celebrate them through the holidays. We've got pictures up of family members. I always do this backwards. Pictures up to honor our family members that aren't with us anymore. There we go. This is Bodhi's. How long have I been on here? 12 minutes and I have one gift wrapped. We might get this done today. Bodhi. One gift down. 700 more. All right, so Bodhi got that gift, and then he got a stack of clothing, so I'm probably going to wrap some of these individually, but I'm going to do that in just a minute. He also got some new big boy underwear. He's growing really fast. He's 2. He'll be 3 in March. He's growing super fast, but he needed size 4T, like 3T, 4T underwear, so we got him Blaze, because he's into Blaze monster machines. We also, one of our subscribers, and she's also a member, Carol, sent us cameras for the kids, for the 2 toddlers. So Bodhi got a blue children's camera. So I'm gonna get that rounded up. And then Bodhi also got this little Blaze monster machine truck because he asked for a Blaze truck. So we got him a Blaze truck. Simple. What else did we get him? I think I have a few more things for him in his stocking, but it's just simple Christmas, a toy, some clothes, some things he needed. Normally we get coloring books and things like that, and we did get books for the bigger kids, but right now we have an abundance of coloring books and activity books and homeschool books, so I didn't get anything like that. We did get Play-Doh. I make Play-Doh quite often, but this year I'm not making Play-Doh for them, so I bought them Play-Doh. In years past, I will make Play-Doh, and then we'll do 3 or 4 different colors in a Ziploc bag, and then those go into their stocking. And I probably have a recipe on my channel if you want to know how to make really awesome homemade Play-Doh. It makes a great stocking stuffer, kid's gift, last minute gift. All it requires is vegetable oil, salt, cream of tartar, water, flour. Vegetable oil, salt, cream of tartar, flour. I don't know if water goes in it. Anyways, it's on my channel. If you search Play-Doh, I think the recipe will pop up. So didn't do that this year, but that's okay. We'll get back to making Play-Doh. I think I made it about 2 months ago, and we still have some of it, but we use natural food dyes and things like that, so it's not the most vibrant, fun colored Play-Doh. So we definitely have a bag with some bright, vibrant, fun colored Play-Doh to go in their stockings this year. We don't do any ribbons or bows very often. Growing up in my family, we were poor, to say the least. And my mom would wrap our stuff in like newspapers, and we didn't get fancy bows or things like that. But we always had newspaper wrapped gifts. Did you guys have newspaper wrapped gifts when you were growing up? Because we definitely did. And we didn't know any different. It was awesome. If I knew where to get newspapers these days. But I go to the dollar store and they have inexpensive wrapping paper. It's not the most sturdy wrapping paper. It does tear easily. So you can't wrap like wonky shaped things, but you can wrap boxes pretty good with it. Anytime I wrap wonky stuff with the Dollar Tree wrapping paper, my kids, they'll pick it up and they're like, what's this? And it'll rip open with like their clothing and stuff. So, Bodie. And I try to wrap each kid's gifts in the same wrapping paper for that child so that it's easier to find underneath the Christmas tree. Change can be good. Yes, I'm really nervous about change, but excited for change. But nervous for change because I love this house. I love where we live. I love our neighbors. But it's time for us to move on from this place. As hard as that is to admit. All right, wrapping the Blaze truck. I gave up a long time ago on aesthetic toys and trying to buy things that are natural. And back in the day, my kids, and I just got rid of a bunch of wooden toys, but they had lots of wooden toys and wooden train tracks and all the pretty things like that. And I tried to avoid like character things, especially on clothing and things like that. But alas, here I am with kid number 5, and we've got him Blaze and Paw Patrol. Anything he wants. Love making these kids happy. And what's cool is that they're super grateful. They don't expect a lot. We tell them, like, make a list of things you want for Christmas and we're going to get you one thing off of it, type of deal. Because it's not like we can afford or want them to learn to expect a lot of things, or, you know, it's all about gift giving and thinking of other people. So we want to be sure that they realize that too. But they're always really surprised and really happy with everything that they get. And they're very appreciative children, so we don't do a lot for birthdays either. We do a few things. We don't go all out and do big extravagant gifts. I think one year we did do bikes. All the kids needed bikes. So for their birthdays, we got them bikes. All right, not the prettiest wrapping job in the world, but he's gonna have fun tearing it up. He's gonna have so much fun. And he'll be really excited to see what's on the inside. Booty booty. All right, we have just a few more things for him that are clothing items. I might put those in some of these small bags because these bags are pretty sturdy. And we've got a few smaller bags that I can do as an outfit. got this shirt from Ross. How cute is that? Little dinosaur shirt. And then from Fred Meyer's, which is Kroger, basically, they have the Dip brand, and it's eco-friendly. Anyways, the little polar bear shirt, size 4T, just because he can grow into it. He's wearing some 4T stuff. He can fit into 4T pants, surprisingly, if the ankles are cinched. But I got him 3T pants just because I thought these were really cute. And I think that they'll fit him perfectly right now. They won't be too long. He can wear 4T. He's a big boy. But yeah, that cute little shirt with these pants. And I thought that these little dinosaurs would match these pants too. So a little 3-in-1 outfit. Put all of those into a bag. Wrapping is easy. Thanks, Momo. Alright, Bodhi. I am going to have to find stickers for that. Because I don't have a permanent marker. Or maybe what my mom used to do. I do have a few stickers. My mom used to just tape a piece of paper, like fold it over and tape it onto our presents. But Mama sent me a pack of stickers too a couple years ago, Christmas stickers. So I do have a few of these that I can use. Now I've lost my pen. This is why it takes moms days to wrap presents. Some moms. But they probably aren't talking to an audience either. All right, there we go. Now we got him a Paw Patrol shirt that I found at Ross. Totally goes against everything because I'm not a character clothing person, but we got him the Paw Patrol shirt and the Blaze underwear, and I'm going to put both of those in a package all together. Actually, I'll do them separate. And these I'll wrap in the wrapping paper because they are square enough. And then that evens my wrapping paper back out. Good morning, Kylie. Merry Christmas. How are you doing? Amen on the toy thing. Yeah. Most of the time we try to get toys that everybody can play with. Our kids love blocks. They love the magnetic blocks. They love the Connect blocks. And they love Mega Blocks. Even my almost 12-year-old, his favorite thing to play with are the Mega Blocks and the Connect blocks. And I'm not sure what they're called, but we got them with a homeschool package. But those are the #1 played with toys. And right now, Pokemon cards, because they're taking the cards and they're flinging them across the house. And they'll take a whole stack of cards and they'll fling them across the house. And then I find Pokemon cards in every crack and crevice every single day for forever. So that's the stage we're in right now. But they, when I went out there to grab the Band-Aid or the batteries, Bodhi was on the couch and he had one of the big boys had built him a sword out of the Connect blocks. So he was showing me his sword that his big brother made him. So they play with those a lot too. And any toys that they don't play with a lot, we purge, we donate. But we've narrowed it down pretty good. And because and Legos, because the toys that they like to play with the most have a bajillion pieces, we try to just not add too much more craziness to the crazy. Because it gets crazy with all the toys. And 5 kids. So they keep their personal toys in their rooms. And then we have some of like Bodhi's and Anuka's toys out in the living room because they're the toddlers. They like to be out in the main living area. So we have their stuff out. And then all the big kids, they keep most of their stuff in their rooms. They bring it out, but take it back, you know. All right, now we have Anuka's stuff. Hold on, Bodhi. Got one more for Bodhi. I need to put the sticker on. And then we've got Anuka's stuff next. All right, and there's Bodhi's stuff. One kid down. That wasn't too terribly long. 4 more kids to go. All right, next up is our little Princess Anuka. So I'll just show you guys what she got. Carol sent her a camera. Thank you, Carol. Sent her a little kid's camera, just like Bodhi, because Anuka and Bodhi are always stealing Hagen's kid's camera. And Hagen has 2 different types of cameras. She has like a kid's digital camera, and then she has a Polaroid camera. Well, they always take her digital camera, and she likes to save pictures on it. And Bodhi takes it, and then he'll take a bunch of pictures, and then she has to delete them, and he'll delete all of her pictures, and it upsets her. So Carol didn't realize like that was a saga going on around here when she sent these. This is a lifesaver, because the cameras have become, the toddlers needed those. They love taking pictures. And then Aaron went out of the way, and I didn't know until I opened up the box last night. He got each of the 4 big kids watches. So the 4 big kids got these freestyle watches. We tried to repair my old watch. We tried to repair it and give it to Hagen, and it was just too old, too brittle. It broke. So he was looking at one for her, and he ended up getting one for each of the big kids. So this is actually Hagen's. This is the one Hagen picked out. I put each watch with each kid's pile, thinking I knew which kid would pick which watch. I was wrong. This one. So now I need to switch them back. So this is the one that Hagen picked out. And then the one Anuka picked out was actually a black and pink watch. So Hagen got that one. I gotta make sure I don't get these things mixed up. So I told Aaron, though, he needs to come in here and set these up, but that's something he can do tomorrow. I wanted the time and everything set, and I'm not gonna take the time to do that right now. Okay, this is the one Anuka picked out. And they don't know that he got these for them. He just said, hey, which one of these watches do you like? And the kids picked out their own, not knowing that he was actually going to get them for them. So they are kids free. The brand is Freestyle. I don't know what the model is, but he said they were like the kids models, and even the kids models, the wristbands cinched all the way down are too big for my wrists. So I'm not sure how they're going to fit my children's wrists, who are equally as petite as I am. I don't know how that's going to work. Oh, and then for her, we got her little headband with her cute little short hair. She loves to wear headbands. We got her a gemstone shirt just because it was pretty. I like the color. Not for any other reason, not because we think gemstones are going to do anything magical. We're not like that. It was just a pretty shirt, had pretty colors on it, and it says "You're a gem," which I thought was cute, and a matching pair of pants for her. And then these are the 2 things that she has talked about for the last 4 months leading up to Christmas. These are the 2 things she wanted more than anything in the world, and a giant unicorn, which I couldn't find. So if you find a giant unicorn, let me know where it is, because that's what she really wanted. She got these a couple years ago, and she broke them. Like, she's had a couple of Barbie sets of dress-up stuff, and she broke the shoes. She just walking on them, like wearing them so much. They're plastic, they break. So I haven't found an alternative to that, unless I get her some fancy, which I guess I could go check. I'm not really sure where to go buy fancy shoes. But she wanted some fancy shoes. So this is from Hagen. Hagen Arnett used her own money to buy this for Anuka. So Hagen wants to wrap this for her. So we're going to set that aside and let Hagen wrap that for her. And then Aaron picked this out on Amazon because Anuka said she wanted a makeup kit. which I was kind of not really on board with because I'm thinking big mess, but she wanted it really, really bad. So we got her a children's non-toxic, at least that's what it claims, makeup box for ages 3+, and you can look, there's a variety of them on Amazon. I don't really think it's non-toxic. I think that was in the description of the makeup, but I don't know that it actually is non-toxic. Anyways, it comes with like a little cosmetic case. So her and Hagen are gonna have fun playing little beauty queens makeup, whatever they want to do with that. They're gonna have a good time with that in their room. And then we'll get these items wrapped up. Let's come back over here so I can think. And for her, we're gonna do, wrapping paper. I think we're gonna do polka dots for Anuka, but I had a pink. Oh. I'm gonna do this one for Hagen. It's like a sparkly pink, and this one for Anuka. It's gold polka dots. If we can make it work. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's satisfying when that happens. It only works on some papers. It doesn't really work on the Dollar Tree paper, but if you have good paper, your scissors will go through like butter. These aren't the best. I mean, these are great scissors, but not all of this is the greatest paper. Do you guys fold over to make really nice, clean, crisp lines on your packages? Just depends on how uncrisp the lines are, right? All right. Makeup kit complied with. These are all fun things too. One thing I keep in mind is how cold it is in wintertime, and we end up with an ice glacier out here if it ever snows. So I try to think of gifts that will entertain our children inside the house and keep them busy. Things that they can do inside, because our winters are long and brutal. So having things that they can do inside is nice. Anuka. Did I have an extra piece of paper? Maybe not. All the kids wanted watches though. Back to the watches. We also do a lot of timers in this house. So we set the timer to warn, like, we're like, all right, you have this many minutes left of whatever thing you're doing. And then we've got to move on to the next thing. And so if we can tell the kids and they have watches and we can say, okay, at 12:30, we're going to quit doing that and then move on to this. They can just look at their watches and not ask us 10,000 times how many more minutes, or get upset with us when we say, all right, your 15 minutes is up. Let's put that away and do this now. A lot of times they're like, that wasn't 15 minutes. And, you know, the older child wants to argue with us about time and time management and all that kind of stuff. So by providing a watch that he can wear or that they can wear, all of the kids, and be able to know, all right, look at your watches. This is what time it is now. And at this time, this is going to happen. Hopefully that helps with time management and maybe less conflict. We need less conflict when it comes to certain activities. When it's time to stop doing certain activities, we need less conflict. So that is the hope for the watches. All right, we are gonna, ooh, it worked out perfect. But I have just enough paper to wrap these. Then Anuka also has some things for her stocking that aren't in this pile. So when they wake up in the mornings, they always have a few things in their stockings to keep them busy until me and Dad are ready to do anything else on Christmas morning. We take our time. So they'll wake up and they'll have their stockings and their little gadgets or whatever from their stockings, their toys, whatever. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need a little cover on this end. Gotta put a piece there. Hi, Amy. Merry Christmas. You're making cinnamon rolls for the neighbors while catching my live. That's awesome. I got some frozen cinnamon rolls in a bag at the store, and I thought, oh, those will be nice to make on Christmas morning for the kids, because I just can't wrap my brain around doing anything extra right now. I just can't do it. Can't do it. All the made from scratch has gone made to kaput right now. That's okay. We're in a season. And I'm going to get back to it, I promise. Still trying to figure out what I can eat. That's not going to hurt me and put me in the hospital. Still working on that. So I've been a little bit discouraged in the kitchen and not had a whole lot of energy to spend like all day on my feet in the kitchen like I have in years past. I think finally, all the stress of being a military spouse and everything, being away from family and raising 5 kids and not having a support system, I think all of it finally caught up. In November, like everything came to a head in November, and I ended up in the ER 3 times in November, in December, maybe December too, with my stomach and my back. And then my body said no more. So I've been laying down and resting a lot, doing a lot of rest lately, because that's all I can do, and that's okay. I sit at the table a lot too, so I've been sitting a lot and laying down on the PEMF mat a lot, just to try to help my back situation. But we're gonna get back to lots of cooking. I have video from the last 2 weeks, meals I've been making. I have a grocery haul, I have meals. Editing takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of time away from my family. So I just haven't been doing as much editing as I have in the past either, because it takes all my focus to edit a video, and it takes me like 4 hours or so to put a whole video together, to rewatch it multiple times, to put the music to it, to do everything, to like all that stuff. It's a lot. It takes a minimum of 4 hours. Sometimes it takes longer. A lot of times that's broken up. So for the last few weeks, I just haven't been editing that much. I've been kind of slapping together a few videos here and there, but I haven't been doing big edits or anything like that, because it takes time from my family, and it takes energy, because if I take time from my family, then I have to play catch up on all my chores and meals and everything. So then I'm like in this constant cycle of hurry up and get this task done so I can edit, so I can do this, so I can do that. And I've been running on that for the last 6 years. And I can't do it anymore. Can't do it anymore. So I've slowed way down, and sometimes people like my husband and I, the only way to slow us down is to put us out of commission. And that's what happened. We both went out of commission. And now we're gonna try to get ourselves back into commission. Get ourselves healthy again. Rest. We're gonna rest a lot this winter. We're doing a lot of resting. And I think a lot more people need to rest in wintertime. So if you feel like you need to rest, take the time and rest, because you're doing yourself a disservice by denying yourself rest. I have been running on sleepless, interrupted nights for almost 12 years, solid, 12 years of interrupted sleep. And I know a lot of moms do it. 12 years of nursing babies and interrupted sleep and all the things. It has caught up, running and burning both ends of the candlestick. It's not good for anybody. Stop doing that to yourself. Take it from me. Aaron had a bowel obstruction a year ago, and then I have pancreatitis that I'm dealing with. And both of those things are caused by stress, can be caused by stress. And both of us have been under like insane stress, insane. And we don't share about it on here that much. You guys hear me talk about it, but it's been so gnarly that both of us have ended up with gut problems in the last year. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it to make yourself sick. It's not worth it. You deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be healthy. He deserves to be healthy. We deserve to be healthy and well, and we got to stop stressing. Got to stop the stressing. Oh, look, this bag already has her name on it. So I kept saying I was going to slow down, and I kept saying that this winter we were going to take it easy. I kept saying it, and then my body said, yeah, you are. So it finally caught up with us. It's like he medically retired, or he retired from the military, and both our bodies said, we're done. We can crash now. And so we crashed. Well, he crashed a year ago, and then I crashed in November. Just got to take care of yourselves. Hi, Carol. Oh, yeah, Carol. Wrapped Bodies, and now wrapping Anukas. Thank you so much for these. I don't know if you heard me talking about it, but I was telling everybody on here, Carol, that Bodhi and Anuka have been taking Hagen's cameras, because Hagen has a kid's digital camera and a Polaroid camera, and Bodhi and Anuka kept taking her camera, and it was just a source of conflict. So now they have their own, and it is going to be amazing because they have their own cameras, and they don't have to beg Hagen for hers or throw a fit when Hagen says, no, you can't use my camera. So we're getting these wrapped up. See if I have enough. Do I have enough wrapping paper? Not enough. I am that short, but can we make it work? Can we make it work? Tell me, say, Katie, just get a piece that will fit. Get this piece that will fit. Yeah, so if things slow down on my channel, and if I'm only doing lives, it might be like this for a while. It might be like this for a while. I might just do some lives and upload a video when I can get to it, when it's not interfering with family stuff. Because part of it was Aaron was gone all the time, so I spent all my time with the kids, and then my mental space was editing videos, or if I was nursing a baby, I'd sit there and edit videos. But now with Aaron home full time, the whole dynamic has changed. Everything has changed. So after a year of him home full time, I'm still adjusting to figuring out how to manage my time with all the distractions. Good distractions. They're all very good distractions to have. So that's a plus. But editing videos has kind of gone on the back burner the last month or so. What I was saying earlier, some of y'all missed it. I said now is a good time to hang out with everybody on YouTube because my family can't be around me while I'm wrapping their gifts. So I can give my undivided attention. It's not undivided. It's divided. Let's be real. To YouTube right now. To all my friends that I've neglected on YouTube. If you guys have sent a card, I have cards in the mail to everybody that's sending cards or that have... There's a few people who have been very kind and generous and sent like PayPal or Venmo. I don't have your addresses, so I got to email you all and figure out what your address is so I can send you a Christmas card. Or if you have my email and you're watching this and you want to drop me an email with your address, that'd be great too. All right, Anuka's last little gift. Oh no, this is that wrapping paper. The tape doesn't stick. This is the kind of wrapping paper the tape doesn't stick. My nemesis. So when it's under the tree, all the wrapping paper, all the tape pops off. Revealing the gift. It's probably not the best tape either because I got it at the dollar store. All right, Anuka. All right, next is Torsten. Oh, I forgot to wrap this for Anuka. We got to wrap this too. I don't think that's going to fit. No, but we'll have to keep track of which one's hers. Coffee. Oh, that's still boiling hot. Whew. All right, for Torsten, I bought some extra gloves because we need lots of winter gloves in the wintertime. It hasn't snowed yet, surprisingly. Normally we have snow by now. And normally we have an ice glacier in this backyard. And because the snow freezes and thaws and freezes and thaws, it turns into ice. And the kids slide down the hill on their bellies and they will shred the front of their jackets. We have sleds. But do you think they use them? If it's icy, they won't use the sleds. They'll slide down on their bellies. And their hands, from stopping themselves on the sleds, they shred their gloves. So I always keep an abundance of gloves. I'm hopeful that this year is the last year that we have to buy winter gear because outfitting 5 children with winter clothing, which we've done really well because we use hand-me-downs, obviously, but the 2 older kids always need new or sized up snow clothing. I do pretty well finding it at Goodwill and places like that, or the Blue Dot consignment store. At times I do have to buy new stuff. Things like gloves, we always have to buy new. So Ross had these Hurley gloves for $8. They were on clearance. They might have even been less than that once it finally rung up. But I went ahead and grabbed them. They're just like some snowboarding gloves, but we prefer the kind that have a taller gaiter on the wrist that cinches down because they can put their arm in there, put their jacket in there, cinch it down, and then that keeps the snow from going into their gloves. And it's just easier to put the glove on outside of the jacket versus putting your glove on and trying to push it through the jacket. Anyways, I worked in snowboard industry at a ski and snowboard shop at a snowboard resort or a ski resort for like 6 years or so in my early teens, 20s. And I managed a snowboard shop at the ski resort. And like snowboard gear and outdoor gear is my jam. I love it. I am a person that is, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. So if you're outside and you're miserable, you're probably just not dressed right, right? Because they make all these fabulous fabrics, all these moisture wicking fabrics, all these waterproof fabrics. The technology is so insane that you can go outside and be really comfortable. There's no reason to suffer. No reason to suffer in the cold. All right, for Torsten's wrapping paper, let's see. kind of our rock star kid, so I'll do red and black for him. For Torsten, we got this Lego kit, and this is it's Torsten's Lego kit, but all the Legos end up in the same bin. So, Lego kit. This is really cool. I'm excited about this because I think this is going to be fun for all the kids to read. But Torsten was the one, he's really been, well, they've all been into graphic novels. So I got him the graphic novel Action Bible. And this is a cool book. So it will definitely keep their attention for all three of my big kids to read, and even the little ones as they grow up. But it is cool. So if you're looking for a Bible-esque resource that your kids might actually be interested in reading the Bible stories, this looks really cool. So I'll update maybe in the future how my kids like it if they're actually reading it. It beats the black and white print Bibles, and it does tell the stories. So I thought that was really cool. And I know it's something all of our kids share their books, and my three big kids, they're all into the same type of books and the same, I'll show you what I got Riker. He's into a book series, and we got him the book series, like the first 3 books for his birthday. And it is a faith-based author that makes fiction books. Anyways, I'll show those to you in a minute, but they're really cool, and he asked for the rest of those books. So I got those for him. I'll show you all those in a minute. He's 11 going on 12. Obviously, everybody can count. Sorry about that. And it's something he's really into, so maybe your kids will be into those types of books too. Hi, Donna. Oh, rest and heal. Yeah, we need to live closer to a support system. We also need to live closer to medical care where I'm not having to wait a year for an urgent gastroenterologist appointment because my stomach and my pancreas and my intestine are really messed up, and they put in for an urgent appointment, and they called me and they're like, yeah, we're calling to set up your urgent appointment, and it's in October 2024. So I've also waited over 8 months to see a rheumatologist, so I'm hopeful that the rheumatologist can help me with whatever's going on, or maybe it's related to one of my autoimmune diseases, so maybe the rheumatologist can help me sort the gut stuff. Probably not, but gotta give it a shot, right? I gotta try to figure out how to heal, how to be able to eat without pain. I don't know. We'll get there. But yeah, here in Oregon, it's a year wait to see a gastroenterologist. I guess ever since COVID, everybody's guts have been messed up, and the stress of it all. I know the stress of all of it definitely took its toll on us with our guts being all jacked up. And if someone's going to recommend a gut protocol, I've already done like a million. Maybe that's why I'm having problems. All right, so for Torsten, we're going to wrap this Bible up. This is that cheap paper. It doesn't cut very well. Closer to a support system. We've been looking in Alabama too, Miss Carol. Gosh, my friends that live on the coast in Alabama, wow. They just, they went swimming yesterday. Or they went and jumped into the ocean yesterday, which I know it's cold right now. But they've made it a goal to jump in the ocean 12 months out of the year, and they live in Alabama, and that's what they're doing. But that beach, those white sand beaches look really awesome. I told Aaron, I was like, I could definitely live there. It just looks cool and laid back. Like, it doesn't look crazy crowded. Of course, it's not summer either, but Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina. Those are the places we're looking. My family's in Virginia. I would love to be back in Virginia. It's just not going to happen. It's just not in the cards this season of life. We'll see though. Maybe things will change and we'll end up in Virginia. I'm just not going to count on it. It's cold. It's cold here in the winter. It's cold in Virginia in the winter. In the Shenandoah Valley, oh my goodness, it is cold, 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 cold there. We don't want the cold anymore. I mean, I love the 4 seasons, and I do love the 4 seasons, but I just want to know what it's like to live somewhere where it's warm in the winter, just for a little while, maybe just for a year or 2. Aaron wants year-round golf. That's his sanity. So, we got to figure that out. Because once he stops moving, once he stops playing golf, his back always goes out. So it's like if every year in the fall, when he starts hunting and he quits golf, usually his back goes out. So we got to get somewhere where we can stay active all year. I mean, we can stay active in the wintertime. It's just different. It's like slick and icy, and it's not like we can get outside, and the golf course is closed, and we go on our walks and stuff. Just not the same. When you swing a golf club every day and then you stop, body kind of goes, what? What's happening? Seize up. It's also sanity. Sanity saver. Everybody has their outlets, right? Aaron's is golf. And if y'all didn't know, that's what his next career is going to be in, is golf. So if you haven't been around when I've talked about it, he's in school right now full-time. And he's doing a PGA program through the PGA, Professional Golfers Association, or of America. I don't know. I'm not into golf. He is. So he's doing all of that, and he is a golf instructor. So once the golf course is open and there's business, he can instruct golf. But the goal is to live somewhere where he doesn't have to have a seasonal job. We need to live somewhere where he can work year-round. And it's not work if you're doing something you love, right? But also, I call it work if it takes you away from your family, or if it takes your attention away from your family. To me, that's work. So even if it's something I love, if it's taking me away from my family and my children, it's work. So like YouTube, it takes my attention off my family, and I have to give YouTube my undivided attention. So people say, oh, being a vlogger or whatever's not work. It's work, because it takes a lot of time and attention away from other things in your life. And if you're doing it to provide an income for your family, it's definitely work. I mean, we start out doing it because I think everybody that starts YouTube has hopes of making an income with it. They're lying if they say any different. I started YouTube because I wanted to make an income with it, but I also wanted to share my life because I thought my life was different and interesting, but maybe it's not. But I also wanted to give moms like me hope, like that motherhood is really hard, but one day at a time we can get through it. And we can get through it with or without a support system. You don't have to have a support system. It definitely makes it easier. But by having a YouTube channel, I also wanted to share a lot about, oh, there's a deer outside my window, about birth and about normalizing natural birth and out of hospital birth and all that kind of stuff. I was really into that for a time. But now I'm kind of like past birthing babies, so it's not really my jam anymore. But I wanted to empower mothers to do hard things and to not give up and to keep doing the hard things, because being a mom is hard and you just got to keep going every day. Just got to keep on trucking. Okay, the big gift. This is Torsten's big gift. We had one of these before because the homeschool program that we started out with when Riker first started school, it's called Timberdoodle. And Timberdoodle is STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics based. I was making sure I got all the acronyms in there. And it came with a Gravitrax marble run kit. And this is really cool. The marbles are magnets, I think. Anyways, they had this and they were young and they just broke all the pieces. They were aggressive and abusive to it. So eventually we got rid of it, but he asked for it again. And he barely remembers it. He wanted any type of marble tracks, but he kept saying Gravitrax. So that's what we ended up getting. Check this out on Amazon. If you have kids that are into STEM, our kids really love to build stuff. So we got him that. And then I buy stuff all throughout the year for Christmas. So things like these pants and this sweatshirt I got from TJ Maxx and Ross. And I actually bought them back. His birthday was in August. I bought them back in August, but set them aside for Christmas because he had enough birthday presents back in August. I think I got him a different sweatshirt. Got him like a sweatsuit outfit also in August for fall. And so I was like, I'll save the second sweatsuit for Christmas because I knew that things were going to be tight at Christmas time this year. So I made sure I set some things aside periodically starting back in spring, but this is what I set aside for Torsten back in August. Or it might have been I bought it for him in spring. I can't remember. But I buy things throughout the year for birthdays or whatever, and if the birthday comes and goes, like the birthday comes and they have enough stuff, but I had extra stuff, I'll save it for the holidays too. So I try to think ahead, and I try to also give equally amongst the kids, or make sure that they have an equal amount of items, or like clothing, a piece of like clothing that they need, something to read, a toy to play with, and like whatever else. There used to be a thing going around a couple years ago about that, like how to minimize and simplify Christmas. And so that's what I've tried to do. But with 5 kids, it's hard to minimize. It just always seems like a lot. I remember we had 7 kids in my family, and Christmas just always looked insane because if you buy 5 gifts for 7 people, it's a lot of gifts. And it looks like a lot of gifts under the tree. So this is going to look like a whole ton of gifts, but it's not a whole lot per person. And then Aaron and I, we don't buy each other gifts. We just don't. We always say, what do you want for Christmas? Like, I don't know. I don't really want anything. I already have everything I need. And I have everything I want. So nothing. And then it's like, don't buy each other anything either, because that might not be something that we wanted. We might have in our head something that we want and need. And if another person's buying for us and they're just spending money randomly on things that we neither want nor need, but what they think we want or need, then that doesn't really work out. So we just stop buying presents for each other. That's not gonna work. That's not big enough. I might put this in a big bag. See if I have enough of this paper. But you know, we get things that we need throughout the year, and we just got a back heating pad thing for both of us, so that was kind of our Christmas to each other. I don't think there's going to be any paper big enough. and we piece it together. I'm trying to think the last time we got something for each other. He got me some kind of jewelry. I'm having a hard time remembering what, though. I remember he'd put it in a tree. What was it? It's terrible, I can't remember. But we just get for the kids, and then we have so much fun just hanging out and snuggling on the couch while the kids open up all the presents. Simple. We also got married in a courthouse. So there's that. There's gotta be a way I can wrap this and make it work. I'll cut it diagonally. That's not gonna work either. I gotta catch up on your comments. Hi, Kay Miller. Hi, Amy. Oh, what's unacceptable, Donna? I missed it. Yes, your friend was struggling, and it took her lupus a year ago and celiac soon after. Yeah, and see, the thing is I was told that I had celiacs, and I don't think I actually had celiacs. I think the whole time it's been my pancreas. I think it's been my pancreas. It's been the same exact pain, and the way I described it to my doctor, and it's actually been happening. I realize now because I remember a specific attack I had before I got pregnant with Bodhi. I was doing a bunch of things to try to heal my gut because I had had multiple miscarriages. I was really struggling with my health. I was breaking out in like these crazy hives and having skin like reactions to things, and like my eyes swelled shut. I was just having a lot of health problems at that time. And so I was trying to do like a whole reset thing for 3 months and try to get right. And I was in the sauna, and I started to have severe pain across the top of my stomach. And that was the very first episode, and that happened before I got pregnant with Bodhi. And it was the same exact pain that I've been having these episodes of, with the huge distended belly, like all across here, it gets really swollen. It sticks out, like protrudes out from under my rib cage, and I can't stand up straight. I'll be doubled over, completely in pain, curled up in a ball. Wherever I'm at when it hits, I just go down on the ground and I can't move. It's usually in the kitchen, so I'm curled up on the floor. And it's been happening since before I got pregnant with Bodhi, and he's almost 3. So nearly 3.5, almost 4 years ago was when I started having this severe gastro pain. Kept going to my doctor, or kept telling my care providers, and everybody's just like, do this, do that, quit gluten, quit dairy, try all these things, do a gut reset, do all these things. And I'm doing all those things, and I'm doing everything, and nothing is helping. And so I've lost 10 pounds in the last 3 months, and I don't have any weight to lose. So I don't know. I think waiting a year to see a gastroenterologist when things are progressively like getting worse is not good. But good news is I have I got into the pain management clinic for February. So I see a rheumatologist in January, and I see the pain management clinic in February to hopefully sort. I think I'm going to start getting injections in my back again. Bear with me. I got them when I was a teenager, and they really improved my quality of life. And so I'm thinking I'm going to have to go that route again. I haven't gone that route because I've been pregnant and breastfeeding for the last 11 years, and I didn't know the long-term side effects of the steroid epidural injections. And at that time, they didn't know the long-term side effects either, because it was a fairly new thing 24 years ago when I was getting them. I'm 40 now. So those yeah, I'm considering getting those again. So I have a consult with the pain management clinic for the back, for my back problems. I have herniated discs in my low back from snowboarding and from jumping off a roof and from motocross. And then I think they're also going to be able to help me with my stomach pain. So they're going to be able to narrow down like the type of pain medication I need when I have my pancreatitis pain. I don't necessarily want to take opioids. I'm trying to avoid those. I haven't been able to avoid them completely. I have had to use them back in November for the pain. And I just don't want to have to go down that road where I become dependent on medication to be able to eat. Trying to avoid that. So hopefully the pain management clinic, knowing what's going on with my stomach and my back, hopefully they can figure something out to manage the pain better so that I'm not suffering so much. And so that I can eat without so much pain would be a plus. That would be good. So I'm thankful for that. That is a blessing that I'm not having to wait a year to get into pain management, because at least they can manage my pain while I wait to see a gastro. But I also worry about what's pain management going to do to my stomach and to my gut. I worry about that too. So there's a lot of learning that I need to do and investigating, because I tend to be a natural minded person and I don't want to go this route. But after 4 years of misery, I've got to figure it out. We've got to get it figured out. And if your pancreas keeps doing what it's doing inside my body, it can cause cancer. It can cause like dead tissue and scarring and cancer. So we have to figure it out. This is not like something that you can mess around with. Your pancreas can kill you very quickly. So I've been told when I have the pain to go to the hospital. And I've only gone when it's gotten really severe. So the last couple times I went, I was like having severe pain. Normally I can just curl up in a ball on the ground for a few hours and it goes away. But it got really scary in November. Very scary, very fast. And good thing I went to the ER, because they were able to at least diagnose me with pancreatitis, and it's acute recurring pancreatitis. So, and it does come from alcohol abuse, and alcoholics get it. I quit drinking 2 years ago. I haven't had a drink in 2 years, and prior to that, I was a social drinker. Probably drank more than a social drinker when I was not pregnant. Let's just say that. But I did drink alcohol. I did consume alcohol. So I don't know how much of that plays into my pancreatitis. I have no idea. But good thing I quit 2 years ago, because that could have been like even worse for it. So God definitely led me down the path to sobriety. And I think that what was happening to my body and the stress I was under and any kind of alcohol that I was drinking was causing damage to my pancreas, coupled with every other thing that was going on in my life. So all that to be said, quit drinking alcohol if you can, because it can wreck your pancreas and your liver. It can do bad stuff to you. And for me, not even being a heavy drinker, to have pancreas issues, like it's a finicky organ and you can't live without it. It's good to quit drinking if you can. But everybody gets on that path at a different time in their life and everything. And I'm just thankful that I quit drinking alcohol when I did. Because Lord knows if I would have kept it up, I would probably have like pancreas failure or something. Who knows? Something horrible. But not to be too dramatic, but take care of your organs. Take care of your body. I didn't for a long time, and I'm paying for it. Gotta take care of yourself. You only get one body. And I think in the Bible too, it tells you, you know, your body is a temple, and treat it as such. We're gonna do this red paper because it's brand new and I know I have enough of this. Ooh, and it's good paper. It's red, but it has like this subtle stripe on it. butter. Like butter. Okay, now I gotta do this thing. We still have to make mincemeat pies and sugar cookies today. But I'm doing it the easy way. I got boxes of Jiffy pie crust. Just this year, we're going to do it the easy way. Boxes of Jiffy pie crust to make mincemeat pies, and then I got bags of sugar cookie mix already mixed up. I probably should have gotten the sugar cookie dough already done, but I didn't. I'm pretty sure I've made sugar cookies from scratch and done the whole 9 yards on my channel with y'all in the past. It's always fun. I think we've decorated cookies with the kids on the channel in the past too. But this year, we're just going to keep it simple. I'm not going to film. I'm not going to do anything like that. We're just going to spend that time together as a family. But we're still going to have our traditional treats. Just with not all the legwork. Oh, I was telling you guys, Aaron and I wanted a Christmas roast for Christmas, for the holiday. But we went ahead, Fred Meyer's had a massive sale on their bone-in ribeye roasts, and it was $4 a pound. And so we got a really, really large one, and we made it a couple days ago, and the family's been eating on that roast for a few days. So that was our Christmas roast. We just made it early. And I'll share that with you guys because we've never made a prime rib roast before, and we learned how to do it. That is the only way to do it. Amazing. So good. And I had a few little bites, but not a whole lot. And I had some inflammation up here, so I laid off. Like, I don't think I can eat red meat very often. A little bit every once in a while, just to remind myself about how amazing it is okay, a little bit. And then it kind of inflames things, and I'm like, okay, back off. Can't do that anymore. I'm mostly plant-based right now with a little bit of salmon and chicken, no eggs. I quit eggs. I was eating like 5 eggs a day, 6 eggs a day when the pancreatitis got really, really bad. I was eating a ton of eggs up to that point. So I'm not sure if like that was making things worse. I don't know. If y'all have ever experienced pancreatitis, let me know. What do you do? How are you dealing with it? What diet are you on? Because I'm struggling. I just really want to eat red meat, but I just have to resign myself that I'm not going to. And eggs, I'm just not going to. All right. He asked for Dragamons. I don't know if y'all know what Dragamons are. It's a boy thing. Let's see, I'm gonna do a spiral wrap on this because it's an awkward. It's one of those awkward gifts. Actually, I could put it in a bag. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna bag this one because it's funny shaped. Don't stress it, just bag it. Bag it up. This one have a name on it? Not yet. We'll put a name on it. You can find these bags on Amazon. Do yourself a favor next year and get them. It's going to save you so much. Sanity, thank you, Momo. Torsten. A little Torsten Fox. All right, he has just this. A few more things. That's gonna work. It's a Christmas miracle. Someone was saying if I boil my meats or stew them, I should be able to eat them. The red meats, they just have to be cooked for a really long time or stewed for a really, really long time. I just know, like, about 2 weeks ago or so, I ate some deer meat. What did I have? I had some deer meat. And I was like, surely deer meat won't hurt me. It hurt me. So that's a no. All right, whose is this one? Oh, I'll show you guys. His watch. Oh, nope, this is, I mixed them up. This one's Riker's, but I'll show it to you. It's got like octopus, like an octopus tattoo on it. It's a pretty cool band. So I gotta get these in the right piles. This one's Torsten's. He just picked out like this cool earth tone. Tan and brown, tan and gray actually. Which I like that. All the clocks need to be, watches need to be set, but I'm not gonna do that right now. You're in Pennsylvania, people are nicer down south. I would agree. From my experience, living on the East Coast, I feel like the South is more friendly. And even after living on the West Coast too, the Southeast is more friendly. Crowded? Yes, very crowded. That's my one aversion to living in the Southeast, is it's much more crowded. There's a lot more interstates, there's a lot more roads, there's a lot more... Whereas out here, there's a lot more open space and there's a lot more driving to get to where you need to go. And you don't have just the store. I know that there's remote places in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I know that. I know that there are. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about like, just in general. It's a lot more crowded than when you come out west. It's a different beast. It's just always interesting going back home to Virginia, and I just always feel like, wow, it's really busy here. The roads, it's not even busy like California, LA busy. That's not what I mean either. It's just, there's a lot going on. It's busier than where I live now. Of course, we live in Podunk. Y'all know where that is? It is far away from everything. I messed up. I didn't tape my first bit to the box, so now it's sliding around inside the wrapping paper. All right, last couple of things. I still don't know who these are going to go to because they're an adult small, so they would fit Riker or Hagen. And I want to say Riker's the one that needs gloves. These might go in Riker's pile. Just have to wait and see. They all end up sharing gloves anyways. It says girls on it. For Torsten, we're gonna stick this outfit. It's a sweatsuit, or it's not like they didn't come together as a sweatsuit. It's just a shirt and a pair of sweatpants that I've. Oh no. What happened? Something happened. Right, sticker. Oh, y'all. Guess what I did? I did heatless curls last night with a headband, with a, like a wraparound headband, and you just wrap the headband around your head, and then you take your hair and you wrap it through the headband, and it comes through. And then you take another hunk of hair and you attach it and you wrap it through, and you just keep on like rolling your hair around your headband like that. And then it looks like you have a crown around your head. And then in the morning you take it out and you've got curls. This is the only way to do hair. Why I tried to flat iron curl my hair, never again. It is taking a shower, washing my hair, letting it air dry, heatless curls, that's where it's at. And it was comfortable. I actually slept in the headband because it's just like a soft velvet, stretchy, elastic headband. And it was elastic enough that I could, but tight enough that I could wrap my hair around the headband all the way around. And they turned out pretty good, I think. I mean, it's a little, they're not perfect, but better than it was when it was like and straight and looking all crazy. It was looking crazy yesterday. All right, and then I got the boys. They want to be gamers. We're trying to prevent that. But, you know, it's the age. So we got them gamer t-shirts because they're eco-friendly. And I didn't like any of the other shirts that they had, but I know that my boys will like these. So I got Riker and Torsten both matching shirts. And this one we're going to wrap up really, really tiny. And see if we can fit it in this piece of paper. I like the challenge of gift wrapping. And this is a sturdier type of paper, so I can actually do this without busting a hole in it in the process. Need to drink my coffee. I've been battling monster headaches the last couple days. Yesterday and today. Not sure if they're hormonal or if I'm just not eating enough or what the deal is. But it's like a frontal headache. Right there. Ugh. Erin says, just take some medicine for it. Like, I don't want to take anything because I don't want to irritate my stomach further. I don't want to take anything. Yesterday I did take ibuprofen because it's just getting worse and worse and worse as the day goes on. So I know when that starts to happen, I can get migraines, so I have to take ibuprofen before it gets to that point. So I'm trying not to take medicine today, but it's only getting worse as the morning goes on. So I might end up on some ibuprofen again. I say on some like it's something hard, but no, Torsten. It's just ibuprofen, but taking stuff like that can mess up your stomach. All right, that was it for Torsten's. I still have to wrap this for Anuka. That's going to be an awkward wrap. No, that's a big thing. I'll just put it in this bag. This bag says girls on it, but I'll put Anuka's name on it. Some years I buy gifts. You know, some years you'll get something and it'll be for like multiple children. We didn't do that this year. Oh yeah, I couldn't find her a giant unicorn. This is something I forgot to wrap for Anuka. So she picked this out at some point in the last 4 months, and we had it shipped to the house for Christmas. So no giant unicorn. We have so many stuffed animals. The last thing we need is the giant unicorn. So we're just going to put this in a little bag for her. Oh no, I did it again. There's no coming back from that. I don't have my little threader. All right. Get that stuff out of here. Get it out of here. All right. Oh, Kylie, if I could talk Aaron into living in Southern California, the problem is the homeschool laws and some other laws surrounding children. That's the problem with California. California is amazing if it wasn't for the politics and if it wasn't for stuff that they do to children down there. We actually possibly could be going to Southern California. Aaron has to take a test for the PGA. He has to do like a player aptitude test. And right now the only places to do those are in Southern California. So it's possible we might end up down there. I kept telling him, I was like, let's just go. It's not a big deal. California's 15 minutes away from here. First of all. Second of all, like he just doesn't want to go to California, but I was like, we're not going there to live. We're just going down there to do this test, right? It's not going to be a permanent thing. Nobody's twisting your arm making you live there. So we're just going to have to see what happens. But I think Southern California is amazing and beautiful, and I love it. I was in San Diego briefly, and then we went down to Mexico, like the Baja Peninsula area. But I was just there briefly, and it's beautiful and amazing. And I've also been to like Napa Valley area and also along the coast, Highway 1 in the Sequoia area and Kings National Park and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely a beautiful state, and Southern California is pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of people talk mad trash on it, and there's like the app for where there's fecal matter in LA or whatever. It's just insanity. But it has its beautiful places, and the weather is so nice there. The weather is amazing. you cannot go wrong with Southern California weather. I think that the reason why they have these laws like they do about children, these things that they have going on in California, is it's just not a very child-friendly state, especially for families like ours. It's just not child-friendly at all. I don't think that they want kids there, or if they do want kids there, it's ones that they can kind of corrupt in a way. Yeah, but it's not friendly to families like ours, homeschool, and some of our medical choices and things of that nature. California's not friendly to it. If they were, we would definitely consider it because it is pretty awesome. The weather is amazing, right? Yeah, your golf ranges are packed. Yeah, like that is, Kylie, I agree with you 100%. We've also looked a little bit like around a few places in Arizona, Scottsdale, and it just depends, but we're definitely going to be in a place where Aaron can work year-round with golf in any capacity, whether it's him playing professionally, him coaching, teaching, working at a college, coaching, maybe being a professor also, I don't know. But it's going to be golf in some capacity because that's, why am I doing this? I don't like that. I hate it when people do that. It's going to be golf in some capacity because that's his passion. And helping people be better golfers. Because golf can be an insane, I don't play golf. And when I married him, I was racing motocross, and motocrossers have one idea about golf courses, and that is they would be a lot of fun to ride a dirt bike on. 100%. If I could take a dirt bike out on a golf course and not wreck it and do millions of dollars worth of damage, I would. Because I just think it would be so fun to like drop down into those bunkers and just brr out of them. That would be so much fun. That's what happens when a golfer marries a motocrosser. Oh, I got these for Riker. For hunting, but this was before we decided we were going to be moving this summer for sure. I got him a pair of Carhartt insulated hunting bibs, but he can wear those for this year, at least. Leave the tag on there, just in case he doesn't want them and we need to return them, which I don't think we'll have to, but my kids are getting so big. Riker's so big now. He's 11 and he's wearing 14, 16 size clothes. Like, what happened? All right, he also got some new socks and underwear. I'm just gonna put those together in a bag. Not that one. I need some smaller bags. I guess I can do that. And these bags are reusable. Some of them we've already used from last year. If you missed it, before Aaron's mom passed away, one of her last Christmases with us, she bought me a huge pack of easy wrapping bags because I either had a newborn or had a baby or I was pregnant. I can't remember. And they have been priceless because I have used them every year since. For some of the bigger, more awkward items to wrap, ones that I don't want to put like, I don't have boxes. I'm not going to spend extra money on clothing boxes, but they're great for clothes. Okay. So some other things that we got him. Carol sent a ball, a hover ball. Thank you, Carol. We're going to wrap this up for Riker. We also got him another year subscription to Crunch Labs. Crunch Labs is a STEM kit program. So if you have a kid that's interested in science, technology, engineering, all that kind of stuff, these Crunch Labs subscriptions, they come every month. And it's just like an engineering kit to build something. Mark Rober on YouTube does it. And then he has different things that go along with it. So we got this form last year. It automatically renewed, I think, this year. I'm not sure if we're going to keep the subscription, but this was the one that he got this month. So we're going to wrap that up for him. And then we'll probably keep the subscription and then cancel it after this year, because I think it's only 2 years. I'm not sure. This is the book series that we got him. It's called Dragons Among Us. This is the second trilogy set in the series. You have like the first trilogy and then the second trilogy, and that is this, and this is for ages 9 to 14, I believe. These 3 books, and they are faith-based books. Yes, they have dragons in them, but they're kind of morally faith-based fiction. Good stuff. So we're gonna get all this wrapped up for him. He also got, he was gifted, Carol sent him a Switch for his birthday last year. So we got him a Switch case so that he can keep it in there and be responsible for it and keep it all together nice and neat when it's not in use. And then this, I can't, it's all wrapped in styrofoam on the inside. It is a, my brain, my back's starting to hurt and my brain's going. It is one of those, what is the word? It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's when you clip a plant and you take a clamp. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Somebody comment. Propagation station. It's a propagation station. It's wooden and glass. It's aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but he has been really into growing his own plants lately. So we thought that this would be cool for him to set up in his bedroom window and grow some plants. And it's got 3 little glass bulbs, tubes with openings in the top, and they set in this wooden stand. And then he can propagate his own plants off of some of my plants. He's into that kind of stuff. So we got him that. Yeah, the books, the Switch thing, the propagation station. Yeah, and then the few clothing items that I've already done back there. So this is Riker's stuff, and the last person I have to do is Hagen's. And hers is in a big bag back here behind me of all the things that I got for her, which I'm excited about because she's entering like the preteen years, and it's always fun because crafts, oh my goodness, so many crafts. So many crafts. It's such a fun age, isn't it? Well, it's a fun age. I can't tell if this headache is hormonal or if it's caffeine related, if I haven't got enough caffeine in my system yet. But 2 days in a row, y'all. All right, let's see here. This has his name on it already, so I'm going to stuff in here if I can fit it. These are black sweatpants and the gamer shirt, so it's like a little outfit. These are Under Armour brand that we got from TJ Maxx. So I got all the kids comfy clothes because we homeschool and we can wear comfy clothes while we homeschool. So they needed warm, cozy, comfy, cotton, cozy clothes. And so that's what I focused on this year for Christmas. In years past, I always get them base layers, like a base layer top and bottom. Base layers are really expensive, and Riker can almost fit into some of mine. So he can fit into some of mine, and I have like unisex base layers, so I can give him some of my stuff from when I worked at the snowboard shop. I didn't need to buy him stuff this year. He can wear my stuff. He can wear this stuff under his snow clothes. But I love the brand Smart Wool, and Smart Wool has really awesome wool blended base layers. And then there's another brand, I'll think of it in a minute. My brain is kind of foggy right now. And then the other kids, Hagen still fits into hers. Torsten has hand-me-downs. And I just didn't do base layers this year. Anuka has hand-me-downs. Bodhi has hand-me-downs. So all the kids have hand-me-down base layers except for Riker. And like I said, he can fit into my unisex stuff. So I'll give him a set of my stuff. And then everybody else is taken care of with a cozy outfit. Now, we have carpet in our house. So our kids wear out all their pants in the knees playing on the floor on the carpet. I've been on them a good bit. I'm like, if you're in the house, wear shorts. If you're going to play in the house, wear shorts. Especially if you're on the floor on the carpet. So they've been kind of trained to wear shorts in the house if they're playing on the carpet so they don't wear out the knees in their pants. But you know boys wreck the knees in their pants. They're just hard on their clothing. So it's nice when I can find boys' pants that have the reinforced knees, or any kid's pants that have reinforced knees. Like, why don't they make all kids' pants with reinforced knees? Things us moms need answers to right now. Where did all the reinforced knees go? I don't know if this is going to fit. Oh, it fits. Ta-da! All right, now we've got to wrap up all of his squared up items. Did I not wrap this? Torsten. Let me catch up. Simply for him. Hello from Manitoba, Canada. Thank you. You're awesome too. Thanks for hanging out with me. You have prime rib for Christmas, Thanksgiving, usually one other time during the year. Prime rib, oh man, it was so good. Like I said, I got to taste a few bites of it, and the key is salt. Salt your meat, y'all. If you salt, like, you can have plain meat with salt, and that's all you need. We don't need to do all this crazy stuff and add all these crazy things to our food. Salt, fat, delicious. So we just did that. We just did salt and butter on the prime rib. We did clarified butter. We clarified it in the pan first and got all the fats out of it so that they didn't burn. And then we smeared the butter all over it, sprinkled it with salt, cooked it at 450 degrees until the temperature on the inside was 120. Now that is like extra rare. And then we did that so that we could cut steaks off of it and sear them in a pan for when Aaron wants meals, or him and the kids, they've been eating it like that. But we did it, we cooked it until it was 120 on the inside, and that was like 3 hours. And then we let it rest for an hour. We let it rest covered under foil for an hour. And then we put it in the oven for 10 minutes at 500 degrees just to get that caramelization crust on top. And it was still rare in the middle, and it was amazing. Amazing. So good. Definitely recommend it. And this time of year, they have sales at all the stores. Or not all the stores, but they have meat sales. Like right now, I saw the other day, we just bought a quarter cow from a farm. But the other day I saw at the grocery store, they had, like, it was under $3 a pound for those logs of meat at Fred Meyer's. So if you need meat, right now they have really good sales on meat. Conventional, not organic. And then the lady that does our Azure Standard pickup, they have a farm. So we were able to, with some of our savings, we were able to get a quarter of a cow. And that was before like a week before I had discovered that pancreatitis was what was happening in my stomach. We bought that quarter of a cow and had everything packaged so that me and Aaron were going to be on carnivore diet, right? Well, then you find out you have pancreatitis and you can't be on carnivore with that diet. with that condition. It's quite the opposite. So all these years I've been like gung-ho, carnivore. Eat animal meat, eat liver, do all this stuff, you know, and then now I can't. I know all the vegetarians and vegans out there are laughing at me going, I told you so. But in any other normal situation, circumstance, eating a primarily meat diet is not going to be harmful to you. It's when you have autoimmune diseases and organ damage and problems like I have that it's not good for you. But maybe one day, I'm hopeful that one day I'll be able to get back on carnivore because I felt good inflammation-wise. Less back pain, less pain in my shoulder. I felt really good inflammation-wise on strict carnivore, but I don't know what happened. And I've been plant-based before, and when I was a teenager, I didn't eat. I was pretty much a I say pretty much. I wasn't even really eating eggs for a while there. I wasn't eating very much protein, meat-wise. In my teenage years, I was totally grossed out by chicken, totally grossed out by fat on meat, totally grossed out by meat. I was like, I don't know what it was. I was just grossed out by meat. And then in my 20s, I wasn't anymore. And then by the time I hit 30, I had did a complete 180 where I was eating organ meats and doing all the things meat-wise. Yeah, and eating eggs and not freaked out by the squiggly white thing on the egg. Yeah, I used to take those out of my eggs when I was a teenager. I'd pull those out, but now I'm like, whatever, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I definitely had some strange eating habits in my teens, but I think it was more like control issues. I don't know. More like psychological stuff. I don't know. But I was totally grossed out by chicken. I would only eat the white meat and it could not have any gristle or anything on it, or I'm not like that anymore though. Give me all the fat and all the gristle and all the awful parts of the meat. Yes, so alpha-gal, Amy, you're talking about alpha-gal. And we thought possibly Hagen had alpha-gal when she was going through all of her gut issues and food sensitivities a year ago. Or was it last year? 2023? I can't remember. Everything's a blur. But we thought she might have alpha-gal, and she was never tested for it because her doctor was like, there's no tick problems here in Pacific Northwest. And I forgot to tell her naturopath, we traveled to Virginia in the last couple years. She's had exposure to ticks, but we didn't. She's fine. She can eat meat now. I do know about alpha-gal. No, I don't have that. I'm fine. My issues are strictly pancreas, stomach, and small intestines, esophagus related. Very specifically not related to red meat or mammal meats specifically. But alpha-gal, yeah, it can cause reactions like anaphylactic and allergic reactions. That's not what I was experiencing, but I do know what you're talking about. I do know what you're talking about. And alpha-gal, it's like an epidemic right now. They're saying that, conspiracy theory, that Bill Gates or somebody made these ticks or like engineered these ticks to carry this meat allergy in them. The science behind it is a bit complex and over my head, but the conspiracy is that because they want to push all of this fake meat agenda and they want to make people fat, sick, and nearly dead, because they can profit off of sick people, that the alpha-gal was kind of planted in these ticks, and nobody had this alpha-gal anything until the last couple of years, right? Like this is a recent development in the last like 5 years, 10 years, maybe tops, that people started to develop alpha-gal, this alpha-gal weirdness. So I don't know. I don't know. Is it a conspiracy? Is there truth to it? I don't know. But it's good to have an open mind about those types of things and to question everything always. Always question everything. I might seem like I'm a dingbat, don't know anything person or whatever, but I research and I question everything. And to the point where my doctors have been like dismissing my stomach pain for the last 4 years. And then we discover it's pancreatitis, and then nobody still wanted to like run any additional tests or anything. And my husband, Aaron, he's been researching pancreatitis and recurring acute pancreatitis and chronic pancreatitis and all that stuff. And he's the one who said, you need to get this certain specific test. I can't remember what it is, but I called my doctor, and my next blood draw, I am getting that test, but it's to check your, I want to say it's like for diabetes and all that, but it's to test some certain level of your pancreas. And if that level is above a 10, you're at high risk for pancreatic cancer. Anyways, so it's an early diagnostic blood test that you can take if you have pancreas issues. And they are using that now. More holistic approached doctors or holistically minded doctors are using that now to, where was I going with this, you guys? This headache's got me. The holistically minded doctors are able to, they're able to determine based on that number if you're at higher risk for, or any doctors, but it's just now becoming more known. If that number is above a certain number, you're at a higher risk for pancreatic cancer, and then you have to take like drastic steps to your diet and your lifestyle and everything to prevent that from happening. So got on the books for that blood draw to check it because I have been having pain for, I figured out it's been the last 4 years, this exact same pain. So when you have chronic pancreas issues, it puts you at risk for a lot of things. So this simple blood test wasn't recommended to me or anything. That was something that we had to research, that Aaron had to research, and that we had to figure out on our own, was something that I needed to have done to check this certain level to make sure that what is happening isn't causing really bad problems, basically. But I don't know what it is because I can't think of it. It has something to do with your blood glucose and all that stuff. I just can't remember specifically what it is. And it's not C-reactive protein because that's your liver. I can't remember what it is, but Aaron, he got me all set up with it. So I called the doctor and I got set up to have that done in January. So we'll hopefully have more answers and we can at least nix that worry off the list. If it comes back and my numbers are low enough, then we can not have to worry about that one particular scenario. And that's the goal, is to eliminate worry. Many of you were concerned about me getting a mammogram, but I've been so freaking stressed out about my health for the last couple years, and so stressed out the last year, like so bad, that it was causing more and more stress. I had to figure out if there was something going on with my chest because of the lymph nodes and everything. I needed peace of mind. That's the only reason why I went that route. Yes, I'll do thermograms in the future, but I needed peace of mind. I needed to stop worrying immediately because the worry was causing more problems with my gut. So I get it, because I'm the person that wouldn't feed my kids anything that wasn't organic, and I wasn't allowing them to have candy for the first 5 years of their lives. But I've changed and I've relaxed a lot since then. So I was the person that was like, only thermograms, never mammograms. I was in that boat. But sometimes you have to weigh your options and you have to say, am I under extreme stress? Is this stress causing me more health problems? What can I do to alleviate that stress? And that's what I did. So everybody's in a different stage and situation in life, and some of us make decisions for different reasons. And I know that mammograms are not good, but also what is not good is the mental strife that I was putting myself through, worrying to death that there was something sinister going on that I couldn't see, and I needed peace from that. But now we know, we think all of the lymph node issues that I'm having are related to my pancreas or autoimmune. So that's good. Need to catch up on your comments. Yeah, the beef and the eggs, Lisa, definitely. And the red meat, because I tried to have deer meat and eggs one day and that sent me into pancreatitis. So I've I've nixed the eggs. I did taste the roast beef. I had it in moderation. Yes, Kylie, if I end up down in Southern California, I will definitely let you know. Hey, Casey. You've got one more shirt to embroider tonight and 2 more batches of rolls to make. Yum! Yes, Kylie, love me some good conspiracy theories. There is nothing better than thinking about the possibilities. There's also nothing more stressful. Oh, darn it. Oh no, I didn't do it. Yes, I did. I am like short. I am short the tiniest amount of paper for this gift. Yes, gotta love some good old conspiracy theories. They just get your brain working, right? I'm always open to hearing them. Sometimes though, like the last couple years though, people come at me in my messages and they're like, oh my gosh, have you heard this thing that's gonna happen? And you know, they start trying to like fear me or make me scared or try to tell me something that's like, and I finally just said, you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Because I was, you know, driving myself crazy, all these conspiracy theories, everything, living in fear, and God doesn't want us to live in fear. We're not meant to live in fear. We're meant to live in faith and have faith. And faith will get us through, right? It's gotten us through a lot these last couple years. And when you have strong faith, God hears your prayers. And no, not all of our prayers are answered, but I'm going to tell you what, He answers prayers. I know that. It makes me smile just thinking about all the prayers that have been answered for my family this year. In the last 2 months even. So many blessings. Oh my goodness, especially from this channel. You guys have been so amazing. Y'all's cards, your gifts, so many things. They've just been huge, huge, huge blessings to my family this month. Like, we wouldn't have these Christmas gifts if it wasn't for some of you all. I wouldn't have this Christmas gift from my Jag Riker from Carol. But yeah, we wouldn't have been able to give our kids a Christmas like this without some of you helping us out. And that's just huge, huge, huge. Thank you all so much. And that is because of God and because of my faith. Because He looks out. Oh, what was that conspiracy theory we were just talking about? See? Struggling. Very low brain capacity these days for conversating and remembering what I'm talking about. The ticks. And the mystery of Alpha Gal. How, like, because I definitely considered that for Hagen when she started reacting every time she'd eat meat. But it was really, she was reacting every time she ate anything. It was like she ate and her histamines just went. It didn't matter what she ate. It was everything she was eating. Her histamines were so high. But we got all that fixed. Or not fixed. We healed all of that. We did a very intense protocol with a naturopath. And she actually had a stool sample done. And they found like an anthrax related bacteria overgrowth in her gut, which was causing all the problems. So we killed all that off and she got better. Those of you wondering about the alpha-gal and when my daughter was sick, going through all those allergy issues, or not, they weren't allergies, they were just urticaria. Urticaria. She had a Chinese doctor that we took her to, and he was like, it's urticaria. And we're like, oh. And urtica, urtica. It's like inflammation of your skin. So he told us she's not having allergic reactions. They're not anaphylactic. She wouldn't go into anaphylaxis. She just got really, like, every time she'd eat her, she would get hives. But it wasn't like closing up her throat. So it was because somehow she developed a bacterial overgrowth in her gut. Weird stuff, man. Our guts are doing weird stuff these days. All right, home stretch, but I'm gonna have to take a break for a little while because I'm gonna go take some ibuprofen. And I don't know if I'm gonna come back on live and wrap the rest of these up with you guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you, just in case I don't make it on here. I'll show you what I got my 10-year-old daughter. So we just now went over the 9-year-old stuff. I mean the 11-year-old stuff. I'm gonna hide some of these things over here. Man, it's a wicked headache. It's just getting worse. Okay, so this is a jewelry making kit. They're at the table. I don't want them to hear me. And it comes with all the tools. Comes with everything that you need to make and necklaces. And it's got a chart that has all the different types of beads that are in the package. So we're gonna learn how to make some jewelry. And when she has a surplus, I told her she has an entrepreneurial attitude. So I told her if she got some made, I could share them on the channel and interested people could buy her jewelry. So keep an eye out for that. They have these at Walmart for like $4. So I got that to go with that. Some cute little pack of tall socks from TJ Maxx. She got a watch too. These are from Carol. This is film for her Polaroid camera that she got for her birthday. This is extra film. I thought this would be fun because she loves Spanish and she's like the child that will actually learn Spanish out of all of the children. She would be interested in it. So we got her a little Spanish phrases book. Because maybe we'll end up in a Spanish-speaking country for a little while, 6 months maybe. We'll see. Been playing with that idea too. Oh, I'm not going to show you all those. I did show you, but I'm not going to make a point to show them. This is some kind of journaling book from Miss Carol. So journaling things, and then also a devotional for girls. Preteen devotional for girls. Both of these are from Carol, so we'll get those wrapped up. This is a girls magazine. It's called Wildflowers, and it's a wholesome magazine for girls. Check it out if you have a young preteen, young teenage girl. It has recipes, it has craft ideas, it has all the wonderful things. So we got her a subscription to this last year, but this month's we saved for Christmas, and she'll get to open it as a Christmas present this month. Just a few long-sleeved shirts. Because our oldest kids are the ones who usually get new stuff and hand it down, so she got a few extra things. Her belts wore out and broke because it's like cheap fake leather particle board. I don't know what it is, but I get them from Walmart, and her last ones broke or she lost them. I can't remember, but she needed new. I'm not saying the word because they're outside my door. She also wanted one of these. It's a 3D pen. So she can make stuff for her dolls, like little accessories for her dolls. And then she also got a sweatsuit. So sweatshirt, sweatpants, 2 pairs of sweatpants and a sweatshirt. All right, that's everybody's gifts. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and have a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a really blessed holiday, that you're spending your time with the ones you love, that you eat a bunch of good food, and I will hopefully see you guys soon in the next video. I'm not sure when I'll be back on here again, or when I have a bunch of footage. One thing I didn't tell you guys is we had Aaron's retirement ceremony last week. So I have a few pictures, didn't film it, but I have a few pictures from that I'll share with you guys too coming up. And yeah, emotional end to his career in the military. That was kind of the final thing that we had to do on base, and the final goodbyes and final closure to his job. So wonderful to be done with that. And then he worked this week at an indoor driving range. So we got in about 4 or 5 days of work. So that was good. That was a blessing this time of year too, that he was able to work for a little bit. It was just a temporary thing. So maybe we'll find some more work between now and the springtime, but we're just planning on taking it easy until spring. And then we're going to get this house sorted, put on the market, get out of Dodge. But for right now, we're just going to take it easy and enjoy this holiday season. And we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you soon. If I can figure out how to get out of here. Oh, I can actually share these while I'm on here with you guys. So I was worried that I wouldn't be able to, but now I know that I can. All right, see you guys soon. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.